Post your content. Do it. Post it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you feel stupid. I don't care if you think so-and-so from your hometown from 20 years ago is going to judge you. It doesn't matter. Post it. Let me tell you why. My name's Brittany. I'm originally from Ohio, but we now live in North Carolina, and we've been here close to 2 years. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a nurse. I have an amazing job where I get to work from home, and it gives me tons of flexibility and time with my kids all the time. I get to homeschool because I'm here all the time. But anyways, I started posting about 3 months ago regularly. And the first few times I was like, gosh, this is embarrassing. What if people see it? What if they think I'm cringy? What if they think I'm stupid for doing this? And then I had one video, once I got into the TikTok shop, I had one video that did pretty well for a 15-second video. And it did fairly well for me for about a month. And I got a little taste of that. And it was like, oh, okay, this is what it could be like all the time. So I started posting because I'm at this point where I don't care. My point is, it doesn't matter if you feel stupid doing it. Anybody can be successful on this app. Not even just anybody. Everybody can be successful on this app because there's always an audience for every single person and every single thing that somebody does. Stop feeling stupid. Stop worrying about other people because I no longer care. Listen, I'm at the age, I don't have time to give any of those. Okay, so we don't care anymore. Post it. Post it, post it, post it. Put your face out there. Let people see you. People want to know who you are. Put your face out there. Post your content. You never know when that video is going to pop off for you and change your life. Stop being afraid. Post your content. Do it now.
You say you want to be a content creator, you want to be an influencer, but it's people in jail that post more consistently than you. You need a new camera. You need to get some new lights. Why would you get some equipment you can't use? You barely know how to use the editing software on your phone, and you want to jump to the big leagues. I need to wait till I move. I need a better environment. I need a better background. It's people with footprints on their walls, posting videos, going viral, and getting rich while you sitting back making excuses. You say you want to be a content.
Hi, my name is Bree, and I currently own 6 businesses. I have a successful international real estate company, construction company. I own a laboratory in Atlanta, a skincare brand, car washes, and laundromats. I truly enjoy making money because I have an expensive taste. So today I'm flying to Vietnam to start 2 new businesses. I decided to invest in the hair and tech industry. I'll be visiting 6 hair factories to pick the best products so I can start selling high quality hair for affordable prices sometime next year. Also, I'll be visiting 3 tech factories to start mass producing my very own car dash cameras. I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I don't let one thing limit me. People have the stigma that you can only do one thing in life, but I'm here to tell you it's bullshit. I have my hand in many different fields, which are all successful. It has allowed me to travel around the world as I please, spoil my family with whatever they want, and to give back to my community. I wasn't born with money, but I'm 100% gonna die with it. I'm creating generational wealth, and I'm only 28. I don't have any kids yet, but when I do, they will be set for life. I truly hope I inspire you to chase your dreams no matter what circumstances you're in.
So didn't want to ruin your day, but one of my friends still works in corporate management, influencer management, and I just want you to know that today a dog is getting paid $70,000 for 3 videos. I want you to let that sink in. Someone's dog is getting $70,000 for 3 videos. Enjoy the rest of your day. So didn't want to
quickly explain to you why it's so important to dress up or dress the part anytime you are doing something in the world, okay? Because I've been in Paris for 2 weeks now, and the first week I went into Hermes, didn't have a leather appointment or anything. All I had on was this Chanel tweed and this really nice outfit. The lady loved my outfit, and she was like, I'm gonna sneak you in for a leather appointment, just because of how I was dressed. Today, right now, I'm at this really nice restaurant, very fancy, and I literally didn't have a reservation. I watched the lady literally turn down 4 people in front of me, saying that they're just completely booked for today. She saw me, she said, I love your outfit, I love your bag. She's like, and she just gave me a table after turning down 4 people before me. So, I mean, this is a lesson that could be applied outside of just this, but like even when you're going into work or going into an interview, It's so important that you just dress and look the part, because what you wear and like how you present yourself is the first impression and the first thing people are going to notice about you. Quickly
Not too much on me, I just woke up, but why I just did a wig collab with Eunice that costed them 3.5K. Yeah, like if you know me, then you know I'm real strict when it comes to these brands. This is my 9th month. I haven't completed my first year doing wig influencing yet, but all your favorite creators, the big 200 300K be in my DMs asking, girl, how much should I be charging, what's your policy like, stuff like that. I'm built a little bit different. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm like slightly different. I hope nobody sees this as me bragging. I'm kind of giving context, but I came into this space already having sales, marketing, negotiation skills. I cannot stress to y'all how much negotiation matters within this space, because all of this is, I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all are just getting out negotiated. That's literally what it is. Like if you're an aspiring wig influencer, get a little negotiation PDF or audio book or a physical book. Work on your craft. Like when you build these skills, I promise you they're not gonna play with you. Like you know, the typical process to becoming a well-established wig influencer usually starts off with some type of free work, whether you're doing free promo to build content on your page or you're doing some type of free Amazon review, stuff like that. I never did any of that. The videos that I have on my page before I started doing wig promo, like the bleach and knots tutorials, the plucking tutorials, all of those videos where I was just trying to build content for the brands to see, I got paid for those. Why? Because I know how to negotiate and I know how to market myself. I know how to sell myself. And then I'll be wanting to put the girls on, but I feel like the girls don't really be listening sometimes. For example, I have my policy posted to my page. Like I have a video breaking down my policy. Basically, it includes my rate, per video, every little thing I charge for, my terms and conditions, everything. The full policy is posted or whatever. And that 3.5K that I just received from Eunice, it came, the fees, the charges, everything came exactly from that rate sheet. So it's like, damn, should I be giving more information when I kind of already told the girls what I do type shit? Like, do I make more videos about it, or do I leave the girlies with what they already got, which is basically everything they need already? Not too much on me. Bro, that's why I be telling the girls to get on their Zoom. Like, I be bedrotting all day, and then I get up for like 2 hours, install a wig, do a hairstyle, and then I just made a bag. Like, they're paying me $500 for 2 videos, and it's not even like, all I gotta do is, it's just one sitting. I gotta sit down, install the wig, and then do a hairstyle. That's really one video that I'm gonna split into 2. But wait, they have editors now, so they want me to send them the footage, and then they're gonna edit it for me. Bro, they're doing most of the work for me. Bro, that's why I be telling the girls to get on their Zoom. Like,
Yeah, I've been in the hair industry for a while now.
You gotta be pushing your shit like crack in the 80s, okay? You have to believe in you. Nobody's gonna believe in you until you believe in you. Nobody is going to believe in what you're doing until you believe in what you're doing. Nobody is gonna stand for you and cheer for you and support you until you do all of those things for yourself. You gotta be pushing your shit like crack in the 80s.
Hey everyone, this is a reminder to curate what you consume. Listen, becoming new, building habits, being disciplined, we know that they are worth it, but these things don't come easy. And so we need to actively make changes that can support us well on our journey. Sometimes we need a quick reset. Think about what you're watching, what types of folks you're following out in these social media streets. What are you reading? What are you eating? And who are you engaging with? All of this matters because we feed off of what we consume, right? What we take in is how we program ourselves. And when you are reprogramming, you need to tweak some things. So if you're trying to achieve a specific goal and most of what you're consuming is not in alignment with that, how do you expect to get where you're trying to go? Why are we out here making it so hard and not giving ourselves the support and resources that we need to set us up for success? So I want to encourage you to watch what you watch, and watch what you eat, and watch where you go, and watch whatever else you know you need to watch. But it's time to curate those things you can control a bit more to get the results that you're looking for. Now have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all soon.
If you are someone who knows deep down that you are meant to live a big life, your dream life, meant for a luxurious life full of abundance, but you don't know how you're going to get there, I want you to listen to this video. Save this. So I took the traditional route that we are all told to take after high school. Although I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, I went to college and I put my head in the books because that's what we're told to do. Go to college, get a degree so that you can get a good job and work for the next 40 years. But something always felt off for me in school. Okay, I never really felt aligned with any of the career paths. School just was not interesting to me at all. I always felt really lost and stuck, and this actually left me feeling pretty depressed. So I knew college was just not the right path for me. So I ended up dropping out pretty early on, and I started working multiple jobs, as many jobs as I could, working in nightlife. I worked so many jobs, just trying to get by month after month, and only just to pay the bills. And this led me feeling more lost and more depressed because it felt like I was just slaving my life away, and it was a never-ending cycle. I could never create my dream life by working those jobs. I hated it so much. So one day, I think after I actually quit my jobs, I ended up Googling how to make money online after I had saved up enough money from all of those jobs. And I found out about Amazon FBA, and this is when my life completely changed. I ended up launching my first product, took a course because I saw a girl on YouTube who was around my age, and she was living my dream life. She was traveling to exotic islands and working on her own schedule. Plus, she was making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, all from her laptop. This got me so excited. I took the opportunity to learn exactly how to do it through courses on my own as well. And that was the best decision I could have ever done for myself, that I could have ever made for myself. Fast forward to now, I've been basically a digital nomad for the last 5 years. I've lived in over 9 countries. I just bought my dream G-Wagon about 1.5 years ago. I paid it off. I make more money in a day than what I used to make in an entire month with all the old jobs combined, which is just wild to think about. But I want this just to serve as inspiration. If you see girls like me who are living this life, know that it is so possible for you to, with effort. Don't settle. This is just a reminder not to settle, okay? There are other options out there. And if you are curious about my journey, just go here.
All jokes aside, I'm trying to tell you something.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but there is a seller slash creator here on TikTok that made over $1 million. Matter of fact, I want to say it was over $2 million on her first live video selling body creams, body butters, things like that. And you guys have probably seen it, like Canvas Beauty. It's super popular here on TikTok. But like, I was like crunching the numbers, and I'm like, one of her products has over 870,000 sales, and she has multiple products. Just that one item has made her $22 million. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is because I know one of the biggest fears that people have when it comes to like investing in themselves and starting a business and starting a brand and just taking that leap of faith is like, oh my God, what if I buy all this inventory? What if I take a chance and nothing sells and I'm out of all of this money? And, you know, and it's like the fear of failure sort of takes over. So when that happens, your chance of making $1 million or making millions of dollars, like, you've literally just killed your chance at living your actual dreams. Because what if this woman who owns Canvas Beauty had said, you know what, I don't think I can do this. I'm scared to order inventory. I'm scared that nobody's ever going to buy my stuff. Like, what if she never took that leap of faith and turned on TikTok live video and start selling her products on there? What if she never did it? What if she was too afraid to make the first move? She would not be making hundreds of thousands of dollars a week, millions of dollars a month at this point, and she would not be as successful. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's gonna start out. She had to start somewhere. She didn't start out making $1 million, but she started, and that was the only reason why she's able to be extremely successful the way that she is. I see it as motivation, and that's the reason why I'm a really big just advocate for just starting your own business and really following your dreams, because that's the only way that you're going to have the life that you're thinking of, that you're dreaming of. I mean, just imagine you take a chance on one product, one item. You go on, you take a chance, you place an order, you got your stuff, you're ready to go, you love it, you believe in it, you turn on that live video and you make 10,000, you make 5,000, you know, however much. Like, just imagine that you start there and then you can just build and grow from there. Okay, so.
But people really do not care
what you do as long as you look good. And I've realized that after losing 80 pounds. If you're late, it doesn't matter. If you forget to do something, it's okay. If you don't think that you did as well as you could have for an interview, no one cares.
I study psychology, and in many different contexts, physical appearance can often overshadow credentials. People often rely on mental shortcuts to make quick decisions. Physical appearance can serve as a mental shortcut for competence, leading to assumptions about a person's abilities based on how they look. Individuals who fit societal standards of attractiveness may be unconsciously associated with positive traits, regardless of their actual credentials. From an evolutionary standpoint, humans have developed a preference for certain physical traits as indicators of health and genetic fitness.
You don't need Birkin or Kelly. You absolutely do not. You will regret getting one. Everyone on social media is always like flaunting buying them. They get a lot of engagement when they have one, and I think that's why people think they need one.
I agree and disagree. Let's make a coffee and talk about it. Okay, obviously I'm gonna go in and scoop this foam out because don't nobody got time for that. Also, whoever lied and said that these maple pecan espresso pods were the best espresso pods to ever pod, you're a liar. And I hope you have the evening you deserve. You already know, caramel creamer. Okay, so when it comes to fashion pieces being wealth signifiers, I ultimately obviously think that's harmful and, you know, wasteful, etc., etc. Like, I don't think people need to use fashion to prove that they are a great human being, right? But I want to tell a couple stories because I was kind of like this creator, right? In the sense of like, I was like, girl, none of that shit matters. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares until I have seen pieces in person. And if you were somebody that's like trying to build their wardrobe, I would always say like, I'd rather somebody just have a couple of good pieces that's real materials that you can wear that are sustainable than a whole bunch of fast fashion, but that's not always, you know, sustainable for everybody. But let's talk about the Birkin specifically. Now, don't worry. It's just me, baby. I ain't got no Birkin. Okay, I got a jerkin. I will pull it down, but it's up there. It's a denim Birkin. It's fake. And it's an anti-capitalism sentiment. But people be thinking it's real in real life, and then they be treating me different. But that's not the story time. The story time is my homegirl who actually has a Birkin and a Kelly. Now, I remember the first time she had pulled the Birkin out. Now, don't picture kind of like, not no shade to that girl, but she's not really giving like, she's like a cool girl. She's a cool girl with pieces. So the way she styles around her Birkin is very specific, etc. So anyways, we leave in the hotel, right? And just the first time she done brought the Birkin out. I have never seen a piece of fashion unify so many different types of demographics of people. And I guess you could say that means like we're all ultimately like affected by capitalism, which is like obviously, and like we're all affected by like FOMO and this and that. But I think like at the end of the day, you know, there's just certain pieces that it doesn't matter where you're from, you know. So we're walking from the hotel, right? We're going to this event in Soho. First person we see is like it's a group of black men. They're painting or like creating on the corner, but they're not like your Soho Mr. Put It On type guys. They're just, you know, dressed regular. One of the guys, he starts yelling. He like, ooh, I see you, 553. You know, he's saying the number of the Birkin she got. I'm thinking he calling out my measurements. I'm like, you already know, 26, 40, you know, whatever. No, girl. He was yelling out the name of the Birkin. My friend was like, girl, no, that's the name of the bag. So then I was like, okay, we keep moving on. We're walking through Soho. Then I see like this group of like older white moms, and they were like, you know, they had their little shit on, like they was out for a little stroll, given Staten Island or Jersey, you know, drove over the bridge. I saw one of them ladies look at that bag like, then she looked at her, then she looked at that bag, and then she looked at herself. And it was crazy. Like I saw her thought process. Like she was just like, if that girl got that bag, like it was crazy the amount of mental, I don't know where she arrived, because I'm not a psychic. But that was crazy. Okay, we keep going, right? So we end up at the event. The event is like this like designer, really lit consignment store. From the door to the party to the let out, the bag was the talk of the town. And everybody who walked up to my friend, whether they were, because this store has a big following, so it's like celebrities, Chanel collectors, all kind of people, and they were just gagging. And then after that, we went to this Bulgari event. Now Bulgari is super highbrow, right? That's a specific type of creator that's invited there, etc. My girl was she blended right in. She blended right in. She blended right in. They was like, oh my god, love your bag. What do you do? What do you do? Where are you from? Very on the hair behind the ear. You feel me? Now, I'm not saying you should live beyond your means and go get this bag, but I guess for me, as somebody who was just like, especially when I came to New York, I was very anti. I was like, none of that shit matters. But I did start seeing through my friend who was a lover of fashion. It wasn't always rich, who made it a priority to have like these good pieces. I saw people treat her differently. And maybe it's just because I am a black woman. It's very obvious to me when people are treating me different because of how I'm dressed. Because sometimes I look like this. Like sometimes I have on a bonnet and like a hoodie and like I'm walking to the deli, and then some days I might have on like Copriani ready to wear and Venma heels, and I know people are treating me different. I know it, you know? Moving right along. Another example was one time I was assigned to this agency, and I had this agent who was really, you know, he was really trying to help build me. This was years ago, but I remember it was like my breakout runway season with this new agency, and I was walking a lot at that point. And I remember I had a check coming, and the agent basically said, like, I need to take a part of my check and invest in a good shoe and a good bag for the Fashion Week season. And I'm sitting there like, baby, what? I ain't got a check in over 6 months. I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to keep the roof over my head. And the agency supported the agent's sentiment so much. They were like, no, that is kind of how it's played, and we will advance. We'll advance the money for her to get a bag, because they knew that certain designers, it's a dog whistle to them if you walk in a casting with a certain shoe and a certain bag. And even at that point, I rejected it. I remember I like ended up not really listening, and I ended up making it through that runway season by the grace of God. But there was a next runway season where I wasn't with that agency, and my friend was just being funny, the same fashion friend, because she just got, you know, bags busting out the wazoo. She was being funny. She's like, put this bag on, because she just like, that's how she is. Like, I guess my outfit, she like, she was like, that bag don't match. She's like, put this bag on. So she told me, you know, so I put the bag on, and I guess it's a very special Chanelica, right? Very special Chanel. So I wear the very special Chanel to the very special casting. Girl, that man didn't even let me walk. He was talking about the bag so long, I got thrown into the fitting. I am not lying to y'all. And in that moment, I was flabbergasted. I said, that's so crazy. And then my last example. My last example is one time I had a brand partnership with Rebag, right? Where they were like giving me all these bags. And I was very transparent on Instagram. But, you know, people don't be reading. And I was like, you know, this is a sustainable partnership, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. But people would see me out, and I was going back and forth from New York to LA a lot. Like, I live in New York, but I'm from LA. So I was in LA a lot. And when people saw me walking around with them them rare see-through PVC Chanels, and I had a Kelly at one time. I mean, I was literally getting booked for different jobs because I was seeing them to casting directors and then photographers at parties. And I remember one of the girls was like, okay, like I saw her perceiving me different. Isn't that crazy? That is, I'm like, baby, I done spoke for women's rights. I done got the internet united. You know, I got translated to 8 different languages. You know, no, they like the crossbody. You know, so none of this stuff matters, right? But I'm not gonna lie to you and say that it don't got real world implications, because I seen it. I used to be just like that, and I remember when I became friends with my friends like over 10 years ago, and I used to just be like, girl, what? And she knew how to like tell me the language that people were speaking in fashion. Like, she could see like a little tech white guy walking by and be like, Lorna Piano shoes, the robe pant, he probably lives in da-da-da, he's from there and he went to Harvard and graduated in this degree. And she was always right. So then I started thinking about like that little Devil Wear Prada clip where she's like, you think you're not into fashion, but you are. I don't know. But, you know, live within your means. You don't have to get a Kelly or a Birkin. But I just want to tell you those funny stories because, girl, people really care.
You don't need.
I don't give a fuck what nobody doing. I'm so confident. I don't compare myself to nobody.
If you find yourself being copied a lot, you just got to do things that you know that they can't do. Go to the gym. That lazy bitch ain't going to the gym. She's not going to work out. Wake up every day at 5 in the morning. That hoe still sleep. Take up a new hobby that you gotta be really creative to do. They don't have a creative bone in their body. That's why they copying everything. They can't do it. They not going to go do that. Go traveling. You're never going to see that bitch in Greece. You're welcome. If you find...
Prepare to be sick of me.
I've said this before, I'll say it again. You get what you think you deserve. You get the life you think you deserve. You get the job you think you deserve. You get the relationships you think you deserve. You get the raise you think you deserve. You quite literally get the money you think you deserve. And everything that you have right now is a result of everything you subconsciously believe you deserve. And so I think it's so important to constantly survey if what you are accepting is in alignment with the life you say you want. Because you can read all the motivational books in the world, but until you believe that what's happening in those books can happen for you, it's not going to happen. So every single day, you quite literally have to sell yourself on the belief that you can build the life you think you deserve.
When people be asking me like, oh my God, how you find the confidence to do this? How you find these bitches is boring as shit. Who else is gonna do it? These bitches is boring, talentless, mediocre, regular ass bitches. Who the fuck else would have did it? Who other than Joe would have done it? These bitches is literally boring. These bitches be freezing up for fucking PowerPoint just like that, straight like that, for PowerPoint presentations in their classroom. Who the fuck else would have, should have, could have, would have did it? Are you crazy? Who would have did it? Who would have done it? Are you crazy? Nigga, bitches don't talk like this. Bitches don't write like this. Bitches don't think like this. Bitches don't speak like this. Bitches can't even dance like Joe. You boring ass bitches. I hate when bitches don't even do the dance right. Bitches be trying to do cute shit. Stop trying to be cute and be you. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a fan, be a superstar. For me, that's the shit I be saying. Who else coulda, woulda, shoulda did it other than Joe? I'm not boring. I'm real as fuck.
You gotta be pushing your shit like crack in the 80s, okay? You have to believe in you. Nobody's gonna believe in you until you believe in you. Nobody is going to believe in what you're doing until you believe in what you're doing. Nobody is gonna stand for you and cheer for you and support you until you do all of those things for yourself. So how could you expect to have a great reaction or a successful business when you don't even have the foundation of standing 10 toes behind your business yourself, or standing 10 toes behind yourself if what you want to do is something like social media, do YouTube videos or whatever. Like, nobody fucking with your videos, okay, they ain't fucking with it now, but we don't know what's gonna happen in a year as long as you stay consistent. You know what I mean? You can't let the self-doubt and the fear get into your head and keep you from doing what you have a strong desire to do, because that is what keeps you stuck and complacent, and that is what pushes you further into those negative emotions like sadness and depression and anxiety, because you're not doing what you really want to do. Why? Because you're letting the fear of being perceived and the fears of failure and all of the anxiety that comes with all of that cloud your mind.
The most successful, wealthy women that I work with play this game so well. And it is the reason that they continue to go from one income level to the next, while most are just sitting around wondering how the hell they're doing it. And I play this in my Facebook group. You want to know what that game is? Truth and, not or, but truth and dare. Matter of fact, let's play a round of truth and dare now. If you dare. I couldn't resist. Oh, and if we haven't met, I'm Lisa. As crazy as I look right now, I help my clients 3x their income in 1 quarter, just like I have while homeschooling my 2 children. So truth. It's not that you don't have time to get on social media and market your business. You want it to be perfect, while others are doing it no matter what the conditions are. Now that we're honest about the fact that it's not necessarily a time thing, we can actually find a real solution. And this is where the dare comes in. I dare you to go and create a piece of content right this minute. No matter what your house looks like, no matter what you look like, put clothes on because I don't want you to get banned. No matter how you're afraid of sounding, get that trust and self-trust core success subconscious dynamic tightened by doing. When I was scared of going live in my Facebook group years ago, which is what essentially built the business that I have now, I did something wild and extremely liberating. I went on looking very similar to how I look right now. See, myself and other women who are successful and hell-bent on creating wealth, we tend to dive right into the things that most people are running from. And I'll tell you right now, procrastination is a sundae, and perfectionism is the tempting cherry on top that makes it make sense, helps you justify to yourself why you should continue waiting. But just keep this in mind. Every second that you wait, every day, week, month, and year that you allow to go by, there's someone like me, willing to just do the damn thing, understanding that money loves 2 things, speed and decisive action. Comment below and let me know if you took.
One of my favorite mentors told me a line that changed my life. It was Bill Perkins. I asked him why he's so successful in so many aspects of his life, damn near a billionaire. And he said, the only reason that I'm successful is I'm faster than everybody else. By the time they have thought about an idea, taken it to a meeting, and started to move, I have already made 3 mistakes and found a faster way. And so his bias on speed is fascinating. If you ever hang out with the guy, it's wild. I'll be like, can we schedule a meeting? He's like, I'm calling you right now. And so he just moves quicker. So in our companies, we implemented something called the 24-hour rule, which was this idea that if we want to win, we have to have a bias towards action. We have to decrease our time between thinking about a thing and doing the thing. And so most people say, well, I'll get back to you on that next week, right? Get back to you on that next week. Hate that line. That is where dreams and money goes to die. If all we do different than our competitors is they take a week to do things and we get it done in a day, I don't have to be richer, smarter, or better. I'm just faster. One of my favorite mentors